So the first part of this is due mainly to the fact that most of what I've learned has come from working out of illustrations in books. I always tend to work from left to right, as illustrated, but you'll want to start down here away from the constrictor knot at least 1 rope diameter. That's going to be the length of this whipping, is 1 rope diameter at a minimum. You get much longer than that and the whipping will tend to want to fold over, and you get much shorter than that and you're just reducing the amount of friction that you can keep on the rope. So get in here and see if I can find my palm. I've got a crappy sewing palm out here. Better ones in the van. I don't break it out often enough, but again, after we're done with the rebuild, this sort of thing will become more common. But starting at least a rope diameter away from the constrictor knot there, you're going to want to punch into the middle of a strand, and we'll see how this goes because this line is old and it hasn't been washed. Some of these lines are so hard and saturated and compressed that you can't drive a needle through them, and that requires washing. So we're going to start by going through the middle of the strand here and get up on this with the sewing palm, and we want to come out on the opposite side in the center of the opposing strand. You want to go through this close to squarely as you can, and then of course once you come out you'll need to push that on through. And I have a small pair of needle nose pliers here given to me by my good friend Eli that have smooth jaws, and we're gonna take a hold of this and pull it on through. Now you can do it, you can use your hands, and for smaller line that works just fine. But once these start getting bigger, it gets to be a bit of a bear, especially when you're pulling the needle through 30, 40, 50 times in cold weather. And if your hands are wet, forget it. It's going to be a bit of a nuisance to have to work through. And the whole endeavor becomes a much less stressful affair whenever you can use the pliers. All right, I'm going to leave a short tail on here, the length of which is equal to less than the length of the whipping, just so it doesn't stick out. Come around here to the other side again and go down below where the twine came out. Drive that on through. Now when we come on through to the other side, you're going to want to cant the needle so that it exits right here at the cont line between these two